EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Houston Texans.
Team set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4.
No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Carr to throw. This one down to Gainwell, and he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Rolling to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now they send a man in motion right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Now ETN to start the drive.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
On 2nd down, ETN once more.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
This defense for the Vikings, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And trying to shake free, but ETN cannot. The defense will stop him short. Going quickly out to the right side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Fields. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this is an offense that's #1 in the NFL in rushing, and you know that has to be the focus of any game plan defensively. But they can throw it, too, as evidence right there. And they move the chains here on this opening drive.
Back to the ground with Etienne. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Texans at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. Now inside the 25. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 17-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 41 yards on the ground. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be taken in just shy of the goal line. Fair catch will move this out to the 25. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this Texans defense stands tall. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start on the ground. ETN. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Mechie, the man in motion. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They snap it to Fields. Going deep for Hopkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Option handoff for Gainwell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Now Carr. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. First target, first catch at a 1st down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now again, a run with Gainwell. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now 2nd and 5. Quick throw, it's complete. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
From the gun, it's Carr. Pushing his way through. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll come out in the pistol. Singletary. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Carr now on 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try to get some points and feel great going into the half.
16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Fields throw complete there to Johnson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. On second down, here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. To throw is Fields. Flushed out right. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Another toe for ETN. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him now to this point. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 3rd and 2. They'll run with ETN. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They're going to go. It's Fields. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Fourth down conversion plays. You usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. Fourth down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
And a short gain down to about the 33. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Fields. They'll drop that underneath ETN. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
A gain of 6 yards.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. He finds his man complete. It's Bennett, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Carr now on first down. That is caught by Thielen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. ETN once more. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's Fields. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
To throw his car. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Carr to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on the punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Hopkins, the man in motion right. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Quickly out wide to Mechie. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Fields now to throw. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They start the drive here with Gainwell. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Back to Gainwell here on 2nd down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Protection plays an offense for their being able to hit people with the run in the past. But in this game, I don't know what we're seeing from the safeties. They're all over the field. They're not going through it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Carr going to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the save. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams there to bring him down. And partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that save.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. They'll try the left side with Gainwell. And a short gain here down to the 22. Work to do here with a crowd at fever pitch. 3rd and 9. Carr to throw. Complete. It's Henry. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here we go. This is fourth down. Now Carr, gotta have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Texans are going to win the football game. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that?
Here we go. Charles. I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. This is one of those games where if you're winning, it feels extra special. But to lose a close one like this, Charles, remember where they didn't score any points in the second half, that has to sting a bit more.
Absolutely, and I really think that they're going to spend so much time pouring over this game film, trying to figure out where their calls went wrong,